Hey, what's up? This is Gaurav Verma, co-founder of SuprSend, and today we're going to talk about what SuprSend is and how you can benefit from it. SuprSend is a communication infrastructure platform targeted towards developers and product managers to enable them to create wonderful experience for their end users. Let me show you how everything works. This is how SuperSend platform looks like once you log into the platform. We are we are seeing dashboard here. On dashboard, you get the cumulative analytics on all the communication that you are sending via the platform. We'll come to it later, but let's first talk about vendors. If you're building a product and you need to communicate with your end users, what choices do you have? You have to integrate with vendors who take care of the deliverability for you. Maybe Twilio, SendGrid, or any other similar vendors. But developers have to build those integration and maintain those integrations as well. What we have done is solved for that. You can just go to the vendor page. If you are integrating with, let's say, FCM, all you have to do is create the FCM API key and sender ID and publish it here. Similarly, for email, you can choose your vendors based on the category of notification that you want to send. Maybe for a system notification like OTP, forgot password, etc., you want a different, much more reliable vendor. But let's say for promotional, you would want maybe some other vendor for which cost is of importance to you. Similarly, for other channels, all you have to do is subscribe with the required credentials from that vendors. Once that is done, your integration is sorted. You don't have to spend your time in reading through the documentation, looking at the examples, integrating with your product. Your integration is sort of done. I have created a couple of templates and workflows for this demo purpose. We'll jump to that. We'll jump to the demo workspace. Workspaces are nothing but isolated environments for you. So we'll jump to the demo workspace. I have already entered some of the vendors that we have already integrated with. Right. After integrating with vendor, what you have to do is publish a template. Normally, your templates will lie in your code or in S3 buckets. With Digital Asset Management Library of SuperSend, you can publish all of the templates at a central place and group them together with the intent of that communication. So in this particular case, the intent is that maybe you want approval required for, let's say, a software application purchase, hypothetically, right? Now, the content, this message is same, but the template will differ across the channels that you want to reach out to. You can, so here I have already created, let's say, an email template. These are the already existing versions. Let's say I can go to the Android push tab. I can understand what template is available for Android push. Similarly for app inbox and Slack, I can also and start using any of the other channels that we partner with as well. Once I have done that, I can also provide mock data for me to better understand how the template will look like in a real use case. So in this particular case, maybe the data associated with the event or the workflow that you are sending to SuperSend is this much. Maybe a link, a logo, who is the approver, who is the purchaser, what software they want to purchase, and what are the recommendations that there might be. We will use this information to render the templates in a better way, right? All the editors that you see are what you see is what you get kind of editors. You can customize each and everything based on the capabilities that each channel provides. For example, on email, if you want, you can have email markups, which can create go to action buttons on Gmail, etc. Right? Whereas for Android push, maybe you want to use our advanced configuration to enter timeouts, or whether you want a sticky notification, etc. And we will keep adding these advanced features as we go ahead. For this purpose of demo, let me start a workflow right from the code. The code is really, really simple. And that's what the power of the platform is. You don't have to worry about what communication you are sending and on from which vendor you want to send it from, right? All you are saying when you are integrating with SuprSend is that this is the communication that I want to send, this is the user to which I want to send the communication to, and what is the data associated with this workflow or this event that is happening on my platform. In this particular case, like we discussed, the name of the workflow is that software approval is required. What is a template? Software approval required, which is basically the template that you have published on the digital asset management library on SuperSend. And what is the notification category? We create couple of categories by default for you. You can customize and add subcategories to it if you please. But right now we are simply going ahead with the transactional notification category. What is the user information to which I am trying to reach out? Here I am trying to reach out to just one user and I'm providing the distinct ID, or essentially, if you think from a database perspective, the primary key of the user and the data associated with this workflow. Let me trigger this notification. So this notification is triggered. If I go to the logs page, I'll see that this workflow has been executed and the inbox is triggered and the email is triggered. I have inbox is already delivered and email is not yet delivered. This kind of observability really helps when you are building, and even later part of the stages when you are trying to understand if everything is really working out well for you, right? Let's go to the inbox. This is a dummy application that we have created. As you can see, the notification is already here, and it has been delivered. You can of course enable every feature that is associated with that channel, and similarly there will be an email also which is received as of now. Yeah, email is also triggered and delivered as well, right? So you can observe the whole pipeline right from a single page. Next, we'll go to the workflows, right? This is the workflow that you have triggered. This is a dynamic workflow that you have triggered directly from the code. You can also create and orchestrate workflows right from here. If you're sending events to us via segment or any other or direct integration with us, right? Once you have created these workflows, we understand what all information is going out, what all information is available for us to consume via the webhooks from the vendor, and we compress, analyze all the data that is there, and we provide this very interesting view to you. How many workflows are triggered, how engaged your users are in a very channel and vendor agnostic way. Here, if you can see, we are not showing you which vendor you are using, which templates are there, which channels are being used. Of course, understand all of this data vendor and channel wise as well. But most important part is, can I understand if my communication is working well with the end user in a channel and vendor agnostic way? Of course, if you want to understand from a channel level or a vendor level, you can dig deep and understand it use case by use case. But we provide all of this data to you at a one stop. You don't have to go to multiple vendors and get analytics data in a different shape, different format, and then try to club them, right? All of this data across workflows are also available for you to analyze on the dashboard page. We also show you the alerts or actionables that are there. If your notifications are not working out well, we will provide you real-time updates that there has been a increased error in your workspace. Please fix it. We will also send you daily digests so that you can keep an eye on what kind of communication is going out and what are the problems which resolved can create a better deliverability for you. All of this at a central place without going anywhere and without writing much of a code. I hope it makes a lot of sense to you. We are very eager for you to try this application and give us feedback so that we can improve the platform for developers and product managers like you. Thank you so much for listening. Peace.